So I just took a train out here. I'm gonna try one of these coffee shops that Ken mentioned. What the fuck? Someone just opened up their gate behind me. Oh man, what a long day yesterday was. Losing my paper shoot and all that stuff. Really wish to see how it would turn out at these coffee shops, but it is what it is. Let's go check this out. So the first coffee shop I went to is Superrandom. That is the coffee shop's name. And they had outdoor seating and indoor seating. I ended up staying outdoor, and look at this good boy. There's a pickup area right there where the lady or the dog's owner picked up, and they actually served you the coffee outside. I ended up getting a little latte, and here is their logo, Superrandom. From Superrandom, I walked all the way to Ellswood Beach and decided to do a little walk all the way up to St. Kilda, and it was just a great day. Look how empty that beach is. The water, on the other hand, looked a little different. They even had little things for the dogs, which is actually pretty cool. There's this big hill, and once you get to the top of the hill, you can see the skyline, and they had some people who were gliding up there, which was pretty neat. I mean, you don't see that very often. And here's the view of the Melbourne skyline. And you can see, yeah, kind of far away from the CBD, but overall, it's just taking in all the sights. I actually managed to get to St. Kilda Beach, and one thing I really wanted to do was go to the pier. And the only downside is that they are doing construction on the pier, and looks like I will have to come back another time to check this out. So one of the reasons why I came to Melbourne was to come and record Melpinch, which is where the sun sets in between the buildings, kind of like New York Hinge or whatever you want to call that. So it's when the sun is at a radial of 250 degrees. Apparently it lasts for 3 days. Today is the second day. Yesterday they had a huge event going on. I missed out on that. A vlog will come out on that, or click the link, whatever, there for the vlog. So yeah, it is currently 7:46. Sun sets at 8:24, right around there, 25. Can't really say where something me actually right now. So I'm gonna go head down to Parliament Steps and see if I can get a nice shot of this Melpinch. Definitely gotta bring this, because once the sun goes down, it's gonna get cold. Such a beautiful day in Melbs. Parliament. Oh yeah, people are waiting. They know what's up. They know what's up. Missed the last one by like a couple days, so yeah, I flew down just to catch this one. So we'll see how it turns out. So the last time I was in Melbourne, which was in November, I ended up being a couple weeks late and missing Melpinch. And as people started to fill in and cover the Parliament Steps, there was actually a really nice sunset view, and I got some decent pictures in, but unfortunately, I did not capture Melpinch. Right across from the hotel, there is a Lune bakery and croissants. So they're most famous for their croissants, and honestly, the wait was roughly about 10 minutes. Wasn't too bad, even though the line looked kind of long, and it smelled absolutely delicious. I ended up getting 2 girls and just taking them home back to the hotel. Ended up doing takeaway because the place was pretty packed. So I ended up getting some coffee too at thought there was a design there, but since it's right across the hotel, might as well just bring it back. So on one of the days, I ended up going to the South Melbourne Market. They do have a tram service that goes to South Melbourne Station, and it drops you off right there. So I wanted to check this market out because I heard good things about it. Looks pretty clean for the most part compared to Victoria Market. The only downside is that it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. So they're open on the weekends and Wednesday apparently. And as you can see here, it's a lot cleaner and there's some fresh food available. Here's they have tuna for sale. I was kind of salivating at this because it's been a while since I've had poke cakes, and they also sold like coats and shoes and other stuff on that side of the market, but I was mostly interested in the food. And on the way in, I did see this line for Boric and I really wanted to try it out. I ended up getting one of their meat Borics, and overall here's me trying it. Alright, let's see what this line is all about after getting skipped twice. Smells delicious. Oh yeah. So I ended up going to check out the Melbourne Skydeck, and this has always been on one of my things, is going to check the highest observation deck of the city. And apparently on this facts board, it is the tallest observation deck in the southern hemisphere. So here are some facts here about the tower. They have this cool little exhibit thing where you can see the past and cycle through all the present stuff. I kind of had a little too much fun here and seeing the history of how Melbourne was developed and whatnot. So yeah, enjoy me here just kind of looking at this. But overall, you can kind of see the overhead view cutout of the city. There's the cricket stadium there and the CBD right over here. Cool. Everything kind of looks pretty cool and accurate for the most part. I'm not entirely too sure. And then they have on the way to the elevator some other towers and whatnot. I've been to the Burj and whatnot. That was pretty cool. And the elevator on up all the way up to the 88th floor here. And I don't know why I thought this was ideal. This clip ended up being like a minute long, so I had to cut it there. And made it and enjoyed views of the beautiful summer day out there in Melbourne when I went up there. And overall, it was actually kind of clear view. And then here you can see they have this little telescope thing for the station here, but I was able to zoom in with my phone. It's one of the ships there. And it was like a 360-degree view of pretty much Melbourne area and whatnot. You could actually go outside and feel how windy it was here. And yeah, it was actually pretty windy that day too, even though it doesn't really seem like it since you're so far up. They do have a bar it feels so nice over there too. I ended up indulging in a drink or two.
This is so cool.
And yeah, here you have the
peaceful up here.
The stadium and the CBD right there. I tried to find that.
I believe
the Hyatt Regency. I couldn't. Actually, there it is. I found it. Nice. And like I mentioned before, that they have a bar here. It was kind of on the pricey side for the most part. I would say if you're really thirsty, indulge. I was actually kind of thirsty at the time, so I indulged and just took in all these views. And there's the Yara, I think some type of cruise thing going on over there. People rowing the Yara over there. So yeah, overall just kind of enjoyed the view and took it all in. So I found out that there is a transit tram museum. There it is, tram museum. and they're only open on certain days. And today is one of those days where they're open, so gotta get down to the tram spot and yeah, go check this out. Close at 4, it's currently 12. We'll see how it goes. Kind of stoked about it. I'm a big public transportation nerd. Small kind, but yeah, let's go. So one cool thing about Melbourne is that they have like a free tram zone, as you can see there. I am currently staying in the free tram zone, so I need to remember to tap my card on. Speaking of which, here we go.
Change here for route 78.
So I actually missed my stop here. I forgot to hit or pull the tram button down, and that's where you get off. So the tram museum is actually run by volunteers, and this is a tour going on right now. I ended up joining a later tour, and what's cool is that you could just hop on into these trams and just like explore them and whatnot. But I wanted to get more information about Melbourne's tram system, so they go into the historical context with the trams and whatnot, so that was pretty cool.
But still lots of timber and wood. Lots of timber and wood and glass. In fact, when you look inside here, you'll see the seats and even some of the windows and other things. Okay, all right.
So I remember the tour guide telling us that this tram was like kind of like the stopgap between buses and trams, and for the most part it kind of looks like you're sitting in a bus, but good thing they kept the tram system going. I love how you can just hop into these cars. Like, this is so cool. Like I mentioned before, this is all run by volunteers, and we don't really have like a set opening date, so donations are really appreciated. Look how awesome this is. Like, like, look at this. Oh man. Close the door. Sit down. Where's the bell? Have a training room? Learner's permit. I love how like you could like step back in time in these. Like, you could ride them, or not ride them, but like hop in them. Such a cool place, like, just wow.